All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new video. Let's say you're looking for a cash buyer, but you know what? You don't want to look in a main metropolitan area such as Los Angeles. Maybe you want to go somewhere like Victorville. Just offshoot of there is where your lead generation campaigns are based. So in Victorville, California. There we go. So you pull up Victorville, and there you go. You want to find your cash buyers, you got that button right there. And if you want to find your flippers, you got your flippers right there. But most of all, let's say out of these 88 flippers in Victorville, for some reason, maybe your place is even smaller. Maybe it's even further out. Let's say Barstow or Fort Irwin up there. Some random place where you actually don't even see highways or main vein roads. What would you do then? Well, if you still want to find cash buyers in a small town, what you could do is you could actually go with licensed contractors. Because if you think about it, who are building these houses in the small towns? Who are repairing them? Who probably has the cash and the liquid capital to reinvest and knows how to invest in that small town? That would most likely be a licensed general contractor. So how would you even target or advertise these people? It's actually pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and I'll show you right here. I have a list of all of the licensed general contractors in the Los Angeles area. But just for example, this video, let's say it's Victorville. Even though that's still a pretty big market, I'd be surprised if you couldn't find somebody to buy the property out of those 88 flippers. But let's go ahead and use Victorville as an example. So what you're going to do is you're going to type in, because California is open source, as I mentioned earlier in the video, California Licensed Contractor Search. By doing that, there is cslb.ca.gov, which is basically check a license, California's online license lookup. And you don't want to do this first one, check a license. You actually want to go to Find My Licensed Contractor. When you click that button, it basically allows you to search by city. So we're going to do Victorville, and it already knows we're in California. Then you have a drop-down menu based on license classification. So out of all of these, you could say that you have a fire damaged house, fire protection contractor. You could go really niche with this, but honestly, generally speaking, from my experience, what you really want to look for is you want to actually look for a general building contractor. General engineering contractor, maybe he has money, but general building contractor, generally speaking, he deals with those new construction projects, and maybe he just wants to do a small flip instead of something huge like new construction. So general building contractor kind of makes the most sense, but you can go ahead and look at that whole list if you want to. After you click search, it's pretty simple. They all pop up. That's it. That's the end of the video. Let me go ahead and show you how to export it into a list, manipulate the list to where you could actually organize it a little bit better. All right, so export entire list. We're going to check that button. Scroll down and turn it into an Excel. A PDF is best for printing. Excel is actually best for data extraction. And it opened up in a different window, enable editing. And there we go. It's actually already an assortable list for Victorville. How awesome is that? So now, maybe we didn't have success over here with PropStream out of these 88 flipping properties. But maybe you're in a smaller town and maybe this was only actually like 7. And you're like, my God. Okay, well, these 7 people aren't investing right now. Where do I go? You could get a list of general contractors right here. So check this out. Let's highlight it all, click and drag, and you can see there's 136 contractors. You can see what city that they are licensed to contract in, their actual current active license number, even their address, I believe, for their business. As you notice, sometimes when it's not a suite number, it's probably just their house. So if we go ahead and actually check this, not that you would send them mailers or anything as a cash buyer, but just as an example, we go to this address right here. And look, it's just a contractor, and that's just his house. So there you go. He's in a pretty, maybe not a great area. His neighbor's house looks a little bit better than his. Maybe he's not a cash buyer. But you kind of get the gist there. All you have to do is get all of these right over here. And if you want to get the email, those are for text blasting, cold calling. That's the best way to get in contact with the cash buyer, in my opinion. What you can go ahead and do is, okay, so maybe you want to find their email. So let's say anyone who has like an apartment or a suite number, because that means they actually have like a business location, whatever theory you want to go with. Or if you just want to check all of them, simply copy paste that into a Google search, and then maybe you could add Victorville, California, just so it narrows it. And Yappiz Construction, Apple Valley, that's right next to, Apple Valley is right next to Victorville, right over here. And Build Zoom, the Blue Book, BBB, so you got their BBB right there. And Buzzfile, Open Corporates. Open Corporates is nice. You're not really going to get emails with that, though. If we go ahead and scroll down, you can type in mail or email with Control F. That's how I got that little search tab, Control F. There's their phone number. You can request a quote, but this is the Blue Book, so this is a lead generation. You're going to actually have to fill in a stupid form to get their email here. Better Business Bureau, you should be able to get an email right there. Email this business. Looks like it's going to email them through Better Business Bureau. That's unfortunate. So this is the Open Corporates, and let's see if we have, there's the mailing address. Is there another mail? No, it's just that one. All right, so what you can go ahead and do if you really wanted to be lazy and do email, you can keep looking for their business website. Maybe they have a website. On that website in the About section. Also, another trick, again, if you want to be lazy and you don't want to make phone calls, you can do Facebook. There's a Facebook fan page most likely. There we go. I believe that's it right there. Turner, it's not Turner. Lizzie P's, so I think it's this one right here. Construction, is that construction? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. If we go to About, we could see where it's located. No, that's in Mexico. But when they're on the Facebook page, what you could do is you can come to the About. You'd have their phone number or sometimes their email. If they don't have a website and they don't have a Facebook page, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. They're probably not a cash buyer. But that is how you can simply do the lookup. You'll get the phone number. Sometimes some cities, counties, states, you will get the email as well. But generally speaking, you're basically just going to get the phone number and the business name. But then you can always skip trace them right here if you want to. But just give them a call. Give them a phone call. Do a mass text is what I did one time. Just to kind of blanket text all of them and see who responds the most to, are you still flipping flipping houses in Victorville? Are you still rehabbing houses in Victorville? And then once I start that conversation, basically say, okay, great. You want, so are you still rehabbing houses or repairing houses or fix and flip? I think I did, do you still do fix and flip in city? And then I automatically, because we have their name, I put name right here. That's better if you have a first name. Otherwise, because sometimes these are going to cell phones, by the way, for general contractors. If you put this whole thing and it says caps lock, Airplace Masters Construction, do you still do fix and flip? It obviously looks fake. It looks like a mass text. So just keep that in mind. If it looks like this, you might not want to do name unless you actually have their first name, because then they think, oh, maybe he knows me. Then when they respond, they probably say, yes, who is this? So your response would simply be, do you, well, respond to who is this, of course, but you could also say, depending on their response, do you buy or work with cash buyers or prefer? There you go. And then I buy, why, who is this? So they're definitely going to keep asking you, like, who is this? But kind of just work them along the road of, hey, do you still do fix and flips? And they're going to say, no, I broke my back, I broke my knee, I did this. And then you disqualify them. But if they say yes, you say, okay, do you prefer to work? Do you buy or do you prefer to work with cash buyers? So basically, like, do you buy or do you work for someone else? And if they're currently buying, they'll just straight up say, like, yeah, I'm buying. What you got? You know? So once you do that, you should be able to find a cash buyer with that. And if you can't, honestly, your city's too small, you should probably go for a city, county, an area that has more cash buyers in it. If you want to know how to find more cash buyers, simply go to YouTube/DevinWayne. Go to my videos here. It's actually right on my main part here. You can find hot zip codes for cash buyers. 100 100% free. These are the videos, my first videos that I just posted right here. They're probably going to be pushed down a little bit more in the near future if you're watching this video in the future. But yeah, you could find the hot zip codes with this video, and then part 2, you could actually skip trace the cash buyers with this video. But it's really important to make sure that on PropStream here, you verify you're in a hot market. And even though I thought this was a small city, 88 flips is actually pretty darn good for the past 2 years. Still 40 flips a year, and that's what? 10? No, 4. 4 flips per month. So you have 4 people buying per month in this area. That's still actually a pretty hot area that I thought was small. So definitely check out PropStream. Check out that video. Any questions you got, drop them down below. Got any value from this video? Drop a timestamp, let other people know. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.